Hello people, and welcome to another video. So I've popped out into the woods for a few hours and I wanted to run through with you another day pack loadout. Now you may remember a couple of months ago I did a day pack loadout, and that was my adventure day pack is what I like to call it. It's my Cotopaxi 26 litre, and the loadout that I had in there was designed for when I'm out for general adventures. So if I'm on a day walk, or if I'm at a National Trust property with Emily, or if me and Emily going on a picnic, anything like that. And I also use it as my general carry every day, my everyday backpack that I use for work, running errands, anything like that. I'm going to go shopping. That's what it was designed for, and that loadout was designed for that purpose. So there was a flask in there, there was just my general clothing and my Kindle, stuff like that. And I figured, and I realised over the past couple of months when me and Emily have been doing a lot of walks over in the Peak District, that my loadout completely changes when I'm doing a serious day hike. By a day hike I mean when I'm covering 10 to 15 kilometres in a day. And the loadout is completely different. It's not a lot of the items, the clothing is generally the same, but a lot of the items are different. You know me, I don't carry a lot of equipment, so there's not a lot in this bag. But I'm going to run through with you and just to see if anything in here you can maybe get encouraged by and help your kit progression. So this is the Hyperlite Gear day stack or day pack. I've had it for about a month now. Beforehand I was using my other Cotopaxi, but that wasn't very fit for purpose. This bag definitely is. This isn't a review of the pack, obviously. This is just me getting to grips with the loadout. Right, let me go through one thing at a time. So we've got the two side pockets here. Let me move things out of the way. In the side pockets, obviously they're water bottle pockets. I carry the two bottles of water. We've been over this before. Aqua clips. I'm going to keep going about them until everyone buys an aqua clip. Aqua clip with my smart water bottles in the sides. The one thing I've also really found about these aqua clips since I made the last video is that you can also carry them on your chest strap. They'll hang there as well, which is also a very comfortable way of carrying them. I will show you how this bag sits on me later on at the end of the video. So yeah, those are that. Then the bag's got this pocket at the front, and in here I just keep my things that I need to get to quite quickly. Obviously when I'm out walking in the Peak District, the weather can change quite rapidly, so I often find myself needing my hat and my gloves. This is my Buffy hat by it's not by Ben Orford, but Ben Orford sells them. A lady called Buffy makes them, and a lot of people have started calling this the Outdoor Life of Brian hat, or people keep referring to my hat, and I can see why. And I tell you, I really love this hat. So yeah, that's my hat that I carry. It's 100% wool. It's literally just a knitted hat. Very traditional, very classic, and I really like it. In here I've got my gloves. These are my sealskin, I think they're called the hunting gloves. They've got the leather palm and they are 100% waterproof. I tested these by literally dipping my hands in a sink of water, and they genuinely are waterproof. I bought these after a Brecon Beacon hike went bad. Never been so wet in my life, and I could not feel my hands. So those are a good purchase. And those two items I keep in this easy accessible pocket at the front. I can get Emily or whoever I'm walking with to just grab them out for me so I can put them on. Also in here I've got my 12-inch tent stakes made out of PVC. Very useful. I carry these when I'm out hiking or backpacking because they're lighter than the wooden stakes I make, even though I do really like the wooden stakes. It's the same concept, 12-inch stakes. I'm a big fan of the 12-inch stake. Okay, now moving to the side of the bag, I've got my walking pole. don't use it very often, but when I do use it, it's very, very handy. It's saved me from a few twisted ankles in the past. And I also now use, also planning on now using this to rig up the DD tarp in a configuration for camping in that me and Emily did in one of our latest campouts. So that's why I'm carrying that. And then on the side I have my map system, a laminated map on a little pulley system that's attached to one of the D-rings on the rucksack. That just enables me to be able to read the map, but also it springs out the way and gets out the way. Big fan of it. Made a previous video, a couple of videos back on my new gear, new idea series, if you want to see more about that. Right, now in the bag. Good feature about this bag is that the zips go all the way down, so you can really open it up. It's pretty cool. Top of the bag, I've got my Krag hopper, Kimberlite waterproof jacket. Obviously it's at the top of the bag because you need it quite readily. Often you walk in and the weather just turns and the rain comes down, you've got to get this on quickly. So it's in the top of my bag. Good jacket that, I'm a fan of it. I like the colour as well. And then next up, I've got my Caldera cone system. Now, I have not ever mentioned this in a video yet, and it is definitely due a video of its own. But that's the system all in that caddy there. Don't worry, I'm going to make a video soonish. And I've got my Optimus Terra solo cut kit. And the fact that a caddy fits in the pot is not meant to be. It is purely coincidence, and it made me very happy when I realised that. So there you go. This I use this when me and Emily are out hiking or on a serious day hike. I don't cook food. This is purely for having a brew. Sometimes we carry a flask, sometimes we carry this. We prefer to carry this generally because we like to have a sit and enjoy the views and have a nice sit down and break. And this gives us something to do. But yeah, we don't cook food. We just Emily normally makes some sandwiches or packs some wraps or something. Next up, I've got my coffee sachets and my mug. I've got my Kapilka mug. But I do also often just use the lid off the Optimus Terra cook set. I put my mug in here because I do really enjoy drinking coffee from this mug. It's my favourite mug. Then I've got my coffee pouch. I have already mentioned this in a previous video, but I will just mention it again. I make my own coffee sachets out of small plastic bags and toyouts. Shug the Hammock Camp's got a very good video on that, and it saves you a lot of money when buying 3-in-1 coffee sachets, so definitely go and check that out on Shug's channel. I don't think there's much point in me repeating the video, but there you go. Next up, we've got the Ultrapod. The camera is currently sitting on a big tripod, but I very, very rarely take that out. It's purely for convenience of shooting in this location. But the Ultrapod is a small tripod with a Velcro attachment. The Velcro attachment enables you to wrap it around a tree. With that ball joint, you can still get the angles, but also the legs pop out and you've got a proper standing tripod there. Quite funny actually. I found this I'm not trying to claim founder on this because I got the idea of Strat 2206 many years ago, but since it's blown up and majority of the YouTube community have got one now, and I don't blame them at all. It's a very, very good tripod. It's game changing. Getting close to the bottom of the bag now, not much more to go. I'll do a close up on this this one, but this is my Maxpedition organiser. It's exactly the same setup as what was in the previous video, but I'll give you a close up of that now. But in there, I've got my iPod, purely for tunage, a couple of spare memory cards, bit of jute twine because you never know when you're going to need that disposable cordage, spare battery for the headlight. I've got my Rough Rider blade, just because a spare blade is always a good blade. Spare battery for the camera that I'm recording on now. I've got a lighter. We've got the through night torch with lightsaber attachment. I've got two micro USB chargers in there because 2 is 1 and 1 is none, and then I've just got a pair of Samsung headphones for listening to the iPod. In the back section I've got my power gen recharging port, and that's pretty much it for that. It's just a very simple small organiser, keeps everything together, saves you it all being in the bottom of your bag. So yeah, that's that. And then we have just the DD tarp. Looking to trade this out for a lighter weight tarp at some point, but currently that is the tarp of choice for rigging up a shelter on a walk if need be. I'll be honest with you, I don't often do this, but I always carry it purely because you just never know. But I very often actually need it. Actually, to be honest, we use it more for sitting on than anything if we need to. Which brings me on to my next point. In the back section of the bag, because this bag has a back section that runs kind of nearly to the bottom, but not all the way. My seat pad fits in there perfectly. This is my wax canvas seat pad with wool liner, and inside there is a foam pad. Sometimes I carry the foam pad by itself, but I do really like the wax liner. And then on the wall of the bag there is a zip section. In here I keep my wallet and my keys, purely because having good systems in place to stop you from losing things is a good thing, and that little pocket is very, very handy. So much so, it's given me the idea. I am currently in the process of making my own bushcraft pack, and I'm going to incorporate that feature because I really like it. It's just a nice little pocket to keep your essentials that you don't necessarily need when you're out and about, like your wallet and your keys, but it keeps them in a safe place. So when you get back to the car, you're not looking for them. Done it 1,000 times, don't want to do it again. Now last but not least, in the bottom of the pack, I've got my Krag hopper compressed light jacket there. It's getting to the time of year now where I'm not really have to carry this, but I've been carrying it over the winter period, because when you stop and you have a sit down, or even when you're walking, actually it has been pretty chilly throughout some of this winter. So popping this on gives you that nice thermal layer. It's very useful. So yeah, that's that bag empty. Like I said, it's only a 30 litre bag, but the way it's designed just makes it very functional. This pocket at the front I really like. It pops out. The thing that, oh sorry, there is the compass in there. The thing I really like about this bag is the way it pops out, and that pocket there enables you to actually use the bag to its full potential, and it's very, very close and snug to your back. But if you do not need that extra space, it does pop out nicely and you can fit a lot of extra equipment in there. But if you don't want the extra equipment, it folds away really nicely and it's not a hindrance. It's not like you've got a lot of extra saggy baggage that you're trying to manoeuvre with. So yeah, I'm now going to put it all back in, put it on, and I'll show you it on and just so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, that's everything in the bag. Like I said, I don't carry a lot with me. I just carry the essential things that you need. Because I am a minimalist, I don't like to carry too much. I don't see the point in all this fancy equipment that you don't really need. It's just extra weight. Okay folks, so there's the rucksack on. You can see that it's very small, very tight to my back, and it's basically got a full rucksack carrying system for a very small bag, so it rides so nicely. It's so like, I can literally run with this thing. It's so tight to my back. I love it. And then the other thing that I had to mention to you is there's your aqua clip thing. You can fit on there really nicely. I'm not sure. I don't know whether I prefer it there or prefer it on my hip belt. I really don't know. I think it might be a hip belt, but yeah, I recently found that out. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching what I carry when I'm out hiking and on my day hikes. There's some items that are similar to the other day pack video, but there are some that are different. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next one, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon.